Greetings and salutations, ledgelords, ladies, and gender fluid friends of any persuasion. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter where you are. Welcome to Gamers Ledge. I am one of your hosts, Mark. Thank you for joining us this evening. I am also your dungeon master for the evening. But before I introduce the rest of our esteemed panel, I do need to do a little bit of housekeeping. First, I want to thank the new follows on Twitter. We're almost at 1,400, which is insane. At Gamers Ledge, if you want to follow us there for up-to-date scheduling. I also want to thank our new followers on Twitch as we are working towards that 1,500 followers goal. So thank you to Abby P, Blut for Gaming, Elite Gaming 10100, X Deepak, Maves Utopia, Jeff Bezos, Mystery Penguin Cat, and BTN 47, all in the last couple days. Also need to give a giant shout out and thank you to our bosses of boss producers, Shank the Noob and Neo Sapien and Mr. J Nice. Why do we thank them at the top and bottom of every show? Because they are generously subbed to us through mechanics.gg, where you can directly support the stream. It is a service that pays creators like us 100% of the donations or subs you send our way. Completely free to sign up. The big thing about it is everybody who follows us on Mechanics automatically gets 5,000 Stardust to affect our gameplay, even in games like this, with new ways being added daily. Also, you will notice that the channel points have been swapped out today, so that you can see our TTRPG different redemption rewards that you can do to affect our gameplay. So this is the link for Mechanics right there. Second, we've just become an affiliate with XSplit Broadcasting Software, which is the broadcasting software we use and love. Personally feel it's miles ahead of OBS and SL and Streamlabs OBS. It's constantly updated. It has the easiest learning curve out of all of them. And it is a paid product, so they constantly update it. If you follow the link in chat, it will get you 10% off your purchase, even the lifetime sub, which is a pretty significant chunk of change you can save there. Third, we have partnered with and are sponsored by Z League, which is a service in which you can play in Warzone, Apex, Halo, or League of Legends tournaments with actual cash prizes. Participate in just 5 tournaments in a single month, and you're automatically entered into a drawing to win a PS5 just for playing the games you're already playing today. So that's Z League. Check that out. We also have new merch in the merch store. We have our fantastic new Emancipation of Dragons shirt. If I can pull it out off the shelf. There we go. So this is our brand new shirt with the excellent artwork of the party. So check that out. That is in the shop right now at bit.ly/gamersledgemerch. And I'll put that back on the shelf there. And then last but not least, we're also part of Streamers for Kids, which is a streamer group promoting Extra Life, which, if you're not aware, is a charity by sick kids in hospitals gaming equipment to make the things they're in for not quite as unbearable. If you would like to brighten some child's day, simply follow the link in chat. We'll take you to the donation page for Extra Life, and we will get credit for it. Also, please don't forget to check in for 1 point in the channel point redemptions below the Twitch chat box if you're watching on Twitch. Twitch chat only goes back a little ways, but point redemptions last a long time. Also, I have the Memory of a Civ, but also with our new boss points that you get for checking in, you can exchange 69 of them for a keychain of your favorite character, or you can save up to 169 and get a free Gamers Ledge t-shirt just for being here on the streams. Also, if you're hosting us, please let me know with the new 1 point. I'm hosting Redemption. Since Twitch alerts for hosting are broken, hosting helps promote us to Mr. Algorithm. So if you're not already hosting someone else, please do consider giving us a host. And schedule for the rest of this week. Tonight is Monday, Emancipation of Dragons. Tomorrow, Escape from Tarkov. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Wednesday will be AEW Dynamite live review and reaction starting at 4:45 p.m. Pacific, 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern. And then that will convert into Community Fork Knife Done Wrong at 7:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern. Also, Thursday should be Deadlands Marshals of the Great West at 6:15 p.m. Pacific, 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern. And Friday will be Gamers Ledge Podcast at our normal time of 7:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern, our biweekly pop culture podcast where we cover everything gaming news, movies, video game related, etc. Saturday at noon Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern at Kokeshiken Media's channel is our AEW Rampage live review and reactions. And then back here at Gamers Ledge on Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 Central, 5 Eastern for Sunday streamer tech support. If you're thinking about streaming, you have questions about streaming, you saw somebody do something on their stream, you want to know how to do it, come ask us. That's what we're here for, giving back to the community, helping where we can. So check that out. That's the schedule for the rest of the week. We are playing a TTRPG tonight, although I won't be able to verbally interact with each of you as I would normally do. I will be in chat as much as I normally would. Do know that we do see you. You will still get shout outs, and you can still participate. How, you ask? It's quite easy. Look for the TTRPG Channel Point Redemptions, and you can make things easier for the players and more interesting, or a little harder by letting me reroll things as well. Also, as a reminder, please do not use the blurb panel for sounds for bits. It will take your bits and it will not play the sound. That overlay is not active. We'd love for you to share bits normally instead, if that's what you would like to do. And with that, if you guys could all please make sure that you're unmuted, I will turn it over to the Menagerie and we'll have them introduce themselves as soon as I get over there. That's not what I wanted. Oh, well, apparently that is set to the wrong thing. I do it manual. There we go. Hello, Menagerie.
Hello.
Hello.
Sean, why don't we start with you?
Good evening. My name is Sean. I'll be playing Mephiles, the noble rogue.
You did on multiple. Hi, I'm Mitchell. I'll be playing Dryzen, the alchemist artificer.
I'm Lou. I'll be playing Leonardo Carta, the human wizard.
You're on mute, Jimmy.
Oh, apparently I'm also on mute there. All right. Hello. I am Jim. I will be playing Archon Grimblefuzz, the disgruntled paladin.
Hi, I'm Matt. I will be playing Quark, the Aarakocra ranger.
You're also mute, Itali.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. I am JR. I will be playing the Asmar Bard Itali.
Awesome. And thank you to everybody that's coming through in chat. Special thank you for the host, Fancy Francis, and the check-in. Appreciate all of you. Hi, Ken. Okay, great. So where we left off last week, a fireball had exploded in the middle of the alley. The Menagerie went to investigate and assist, which you did. You tracked down several things. You found some information. You were then confronted by the constable of the... sorry, I'm looking for his specific name right now. His name was Barnabas Blastwind, and he was a member of the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors, and he was escorted by a high-ranking city watch sergeant named Seth Cromley. And they eventually did their own investigation, came and confirmed some evidence with you, and you guys had honestly reported and truthfully reported what you had seen. And then from there, you had learned a couple things that the watch had not. And you had also learned that you had petitioned through the Blackstaff Tower, if I remember correctly, to have Speak with the Dead cast upon one of the dead Zentrum agents and the gnome that they had seemed to have been chasing. And you had come up with a list of 5 questions each, which was going to cost you 50 gold as a donation to the Cleric's Temple, but you would be permitted to be on hand and hear the responses. And you had finished that list of 5 for each. Was that correct?
Yes, they're in
Yeah.
the notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, let me gather my notes for 1 second. I want to make sure that I'm looking at the right thing here. I see. Okay, got it. Okay. So yes, that's probably where we'll pick up. The interrogation is, or the questioning of the deceased is scheduled to happen this evening, and you're given the directions on where to go. And you are led to not a temple. So this is actually looks like it's a morgue, for lack of a better, a temporary morgue, for lack of a better turn of phrase. This is obviously not where they're burying people. So it seems to be when they have crimes, you would imagine this is where they go to examine the body, do things like this, and then they take them on to be buried somewhere else. So this is actually a fairly small building. And
Are we retconning the end of the last session then, or did
oh,
we
right.
just-
Yeah. Yes. No, you're correct. Sorry, I forgot about that part for a second. So that's how it's described to you, as it will be what you'll find when you get there. And yes, then you set out to the Hand of Gond, the temple in which to find some information. And as you approached it, you were, who was the it was Grimblefuzz, was it not, that was attacked by the small mechanical sparrow?
Yeah, I think that was me. I took it straight across the brow, I think.
No, actually, I think you stepped out of the way and it smashed itself into 1,000 pieces.
Oh, I apologize. That's right. I've slept since then.
Yes. So, that is exactly where we had left off, and I need to find that because I had the other thing open. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I believe the last thing we had said last time was that after the bird missed and crashed and was destroyed on impact, the figure that had been on the roof had disappeared. It ventured farther away from you on the roof and then seemed to disappear. As you take stock at this point, the Temple of Gond is open and abuzz, but you did see signs saying, that it closes from about sunset to sunrise. And you guys probably have about, at this point, 2 hours before sunset. And from here, you can continue to the main entrance and go in, or no one else. I mean, it doesn't seem like there wasn't anyone around you guys when that happened, and nothing seems to be happening at this point. So you're all just kind of standing there at the ready, waiting for something to happen, but nothing seems to be happening.
You said when it made impact, it was completely obliterated.
Yeah, it like I mean, imagine smashing a Lego set. That's, I mean,
That's kind of what we're looking at.
yeah.
Was anything significant left behind? Is there a tube with a note in it? Are there any kinds of odd mechanisms that were left in the wreckage?
I mean, the short answer to that question for you specifically is you have noticed that there are finely crafted gears and parts,
Okay.
but beyond that, nothing that like sticks out.
Okay.
You would say that this was a semi-expensive prank, if that's what it was.
Scoop the pieces up for later reconstruction if I so feel like it.
Sure. Make me an investigation check. Mainly because I want to see if you get all of them.
Right.
You spend a quick minute scooping up. You are not 100% sure if you got all the parts.
Okay.
Because it's
Close enough.
It's like, yeah, there's cracks in the cobblestone, etc. You know,
Right.
Missed one.
yeah. Mythilos, you see that there's quite a few he missed, actually.
Right there, and I just start pointing them out. Actually, I'll Mage Hand Ledger Domain and just start scooping them up and bringing them towards him.
All right, you get all the pieces done.
Yay. I'll put them in a little pouch. Safekeeping.
Are you going to label it Dead Sparrow?
Dead bird.
Got it. So yeah, I mean the main entrance is probably still about, say, like 45 feet away to the north. And that's really about it. I mean, there's people walking to and fro now and people coming in and out of the main entrance, but it's not like busy. It's just kind of, there's activity. And you finish scooping up all the parts and putting them in the bag.
Cool.
So this is the place where they construct these autonomous units, or they the. So is there someone to speak to? Is there a representative somewhere here that we should be seeking? I wasn't quite exactly sure what we were doing here.
I knows that someone had mentioned a rogue automaton that possibly came from this place. So I guess some sort of temple head or foreman type thing would be the person to talk to. So I guess I'll...
Does someone know about these things? Because I'll say this is the first one I've seen, well, outside of our brand friend who is here with us momentarily. But he seemed to be an entirely different construct.
Mark
JR.
above table. It would not go amiss to ask if there's a clock worker about.
You could. JR is from here, so Itali would be the one who would have that knowledge above table.
Do you know anyone that's a clock worker? Speaking to Itali. These are
Roll
finely
history for
crafted
that.
gears. There'd have to be somebody around here who'd know how to make them, or at least where they might have come from.
Let's see. We can always ask the purple guy. He knows everybody. 'Cause I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry,
there's
is that
purple
his
gears.
name?
Yes, the purple guy.
Perfect. Easy to remember.
But other than that, let's see. I would not know.
Well, then I guess we better just head inside and see if there's someone we can talk to at all.
shake the tree, see what falls out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I guess I'll start heading inside.
Very good. When you head inside, you find that inside the Hall of Gond, there are. If you had thought that it would be a temple that with pews and things of that nature, you are greatly surprised instead to find the first thing you see as you enter is the Hall of Exemplary Inventions. And there are 24, this main hall has 24 marble pedestals, each one bearing a prize-winning invention or a miniature model of some extraordinary creation. The ones that stand out to you is a 4-foot tall working model of a clock tower that does seem like it actually rings every hour, and it's made of wood, iron, bronze, and glass with brass bells and delicate hands formed from solid gold. There is a wooden flying machine that has wings that flap when it is airborne. There is a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads, Big Belchy sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonders in 1363 DR. There's another one that is a functional, and I put this in quotes, waking helmet equipped with small articulated metal arms and hands that gently slap the wearer if he or she falls asleep. There is another one that is a miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads, The Scarlet Mappanoth, Lantanese submersible, launched in 1489 DR. And everybody make me a perception check if you
Ooh.
would.
Oh, that's right. I gotta select my dude. Hold on.
Yeah, there's Quark. Oh gosh.
Your perception came up and then there was nothing there and then it said 21. That was weird.
Oh no, it made me manually roll the dice.
Oh, you can just click on your character sheet on the skill perception and roll it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And then it said click and drag to roll the dice in the roll 20 screen.
Oh, that's an option you can turn off if you don't want to do
it
that.
was.
Yeah, that's under the gear in the top right.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, so most of you are kind of mesmerized by the various different things in here, but Arkin and Methelus, you see towards the right side of the grand room you guys are in with all this stuff in there. There is someone. One second. How did I just lose my? There we go. There is someone who is wearing kind of formal robes. They appear to be a bronze dragonborn, and they are currently writing something on a clipboard.
Does it look like they're writing about us?
No, it looks like there is a one of the marble exhibition pieces that actually has a drape over it, and they're seeming to stand facing it, writing something down.
Is anybody waiting for us, or are we just kind of wandering around here looking for some priests to talk to dead bodies?
This is not where you're doing that. This is where that's where Italy had told you that this is where they may have made the automatons that were seen that had
House
used
of Grant.
the fireball necklace on the
Hello
people that
there.
died.
Hope we're not interrupting anything.
She looks up. Hello, what can I do for you?
We've got a couple of questions. Do you have time, or should we come back?
She attaches the writing implement she was using to the clipboard, and she laces her hands in front of her and says, I can help you. What do you need? Welcome to the Temple of God.
Who was it that picked up the gears?
Combination I am Ethos, but I have them at the moment.
Okay. We found some gears from a strange flying automaton that was tossed our way, more or less. We're wondering if maybe you can help us figure out where they came from.
Did you see where they came from?
They were thrown at us. At least, that's what it seemed like. Came from the rooftops. Hard to tell.
Seemed like it was released by a automaton of some sort as well.
She sighs. She motions for you to follow her. And she starts walking back to the very back of the Grand Hall here.
I'll follow.
Yeah, heading that way too.
Following?
Yep, following.
Is there anybody who is not following? Or are you all going? I don't care. I'm just asking. Because I love it when you split the party. It's my favorite thing.
Is anyone
Might as
not
well all
going?
just troop along.
Okay.
God, with a warning like that.
She says as she walks, my name is Valletta. I am a dragonborn priest of Gond. And I apologize. Nim, a nimble right that was gifted to us by a Lantanese wizard. He tinkers up here on our behalf. And as she begins to lead you up a spiral staircase to an attic, and she stops when she gets to the door as she pulls out a ring of keys and frowns. She says, this lock was not here before. Yeah.
Do you need some help with that?
If you promise no violence, yes.
Oh, I'm not the violent type. Well, I'll see if I can unlock it.
It is not sleight. It's not sleight of hand, I don't think. Just click on your thieves tools.
Oh, my bad.
I was like, wait.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You actually are not able to open the door. Open the lock.
Of course, because it rolls a 4.
She knocks.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Thieves tool.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where is my thieves tool?
That's it. That's the most.
If you have them, I believe they're over on the left side underneath your skills. I believe.
Character sheet I'm looking at, they're right under your passive
Yeah.
wisdom.
Path.
you should be.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. but when I click on it, nothing happened. Yeah, nothing happens when I click on it.
Do you have proficiency with thieves' tools?
I should. Because otherwise, how would I end up with them?
Well, you can buy thieves' tools regardless.
Oh, I didn't buy them. I just got them.
Let's see here. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Did that roll? Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count because I did it. So do you see on the where it says query?
Yeah.
Click that
Click on that.
and then say base it off Dex.
Click the little cogwheel next to it.
No,
Oh,
just click.
just like
Literally, it's a
directly on
drop
query.
down. Once you hit query, it's going to pop up with a drop down.
Proficiency bonus expertise.
No. Okay.
You know what? Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Mythilus and just tell him, you know, you sucked that last time, but I believe you can do it this time. I mean, I've seen you suck so many times, but this time,
That is just
I believe in you.
super inspirational.
What does he get for that, JR?
Let's see, Bardic Inspiration.
You can just click it.
14
Yeah,
plus
there
8
you
is 22, plus whatever his inspiration gives me.
I tell you what, he's one hell of a motivator.
Yep. That you are able to unlock it at that point.
the drop down meter seems to show up on the base roll 20 page, where the map is and everything.
Yeah, that's where I saw it pop up.
Oh, I see it now. Oh wow, I clicked it a bunch of times.
Yeah, same. It's led to me having to hit this X button a couple times.
Wow, a bunch of times. Got to close these all out.
So as you open the door, standing behind it is double checking that you guys can't see anything else on this. Yes. Show to everyone. This is what you see standing behind the door. And she, Valletta, says,
That is a weird looking umbrella. Doesn't look like it works, but okay.
I mean, it is open, so it does look like it works.
How large
Oh.
is this device?
I was about to say, how big is that?
About I'm trying to actually see that. Hold on, stand by. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is, please disregard. That is not him. My bad. He looks different. I'm going to show you the actual picture in a second. My bad. No, I need to close it and I can't find it. There it is. Okay. Handout, nimble right. There we go. This is actually what it looks like. Sorry. There we go. It is not quite human sized, but think short human and no sword. So maybe
Oh.
like 4'10" or so. 4'9".
That's some wild work.
All I can think of is the Transformer from
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It makes me think of the automatons from Dishonored 2.
And she says, Nim can understand you, but he cannot respond. And she turns to
Sorry,
to
real
Nim.
quick.
Give me just
Uh,
one second
does
before I
okay.
forget this. She turns to Nim, and as she does turn to him, he hides. Kind of hides behind one of the chairs a little bit. And you see Valletta begin to speak to him and say, Nim, these people are not going to help you, or not going to hurt you, but you should help them. You threw a sparrow at them, didn't you? And he nods slightly. Okay, go ahead, Jimmy.
You answered my question.
Okay, good. And she again turns back to the group and says, he can't respond, but we've developed a form of sign language. So if you ask him questions, I can answer for him.
You can interpret his motions.
Indeed.
Why did you throw the device at me?
He starts to sign, and Valletta says, you are a dwarf? I thought you would catch it. And you see it, like the sides of his mouth begin to tug upwards like a smile, but it's not right. Like, it doesn't look like a human smile. It just looks kind of accidentally creepy.
Does it look like the smile in the trailer?
Maybe.
The movie trailer you guys watched the other night.
The dwarves supposed to be good at catching stuff?
I was wondering that myself. I might be getting old.
He motions again, and Valletta says he thought you would identify its quality and see it for what it was.
Well, little one, it's hard to gauge that when it's flying at your face. So, disappointed as you may be, you've got my attention along with the others.
He kind of like sheepishly waves from behind the chair.
Well, did you happen to see anything out of the ordinary before the explosion? You were high up. Probably had a good vantage point, didn't you?
What explosion?
That's what he signs back.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen the devastation outside.
Valletta says, outside the Temple of God? No. And she looks at you and is like, did something happen outside?
I apologize. How far are we from the location of the explosion from here?
Couple miles. That was at your base of operations at Troll Skull Manor. This is basically on the other side of the city.
Well, news should have arrived here by now, right?
I
It
mean,
would seem there may be more than one automaton in the city.
Mr. Nimblewright, do you happen to know of any other automatons akin to yourself that may have come from this workshop that may be missing or rogue in some manner?
it looks at Valletta and then looks at you, Dryzen, and it begins to like. If you thought it was signing fast before, it's like a torrent now. And Valletta's brow furrows. And after a second or so, she just starts trying to translate real time. And she says, apparently. And then she says, you did what? And then there's some more furious signing. And she says, tell me everything.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's what we're here for.
And after a moment, she actually shouts, acolytes, to me. And after about 20 seconds, 3 people come in. She says, remove all of this Nimblewright's tools and unfinished inventions from the attic. And you sit. As the acolytes begin to do that, she says, apparently, from what he's saying, he built the other Nimblewright because he was lonely. But then about a month ago, his creation fled in confused terror, and he hasn't seen it since.
Does he have any idea where it might have gone?
No, but can you tell me quickly what happened and what brought you here?
Or how may it have found access to a necklace of fireballs?
There was an explosion near Trollskull Manor today and there was an automaton akin to Nimblewright here that we identified as potentially being from your workshop that was seen fleeing from the site of the explosion.
Her brow furrows even farther. She says, oh, no. This is... No. Apparently, we do not have many rules. We encourage the seeking of information and knowledge. But what Nim has done is not allowed.
I mean, we can't be certain that it was the automaton that used the fireball necklace. It could have been somebody else, but
What this changes things. She looks through Nim's workspace as the acolytes are pulling things out, and she finds the thing that I shared with you earlier that had the umbrella on top of it.
A little umbrella doohickey.
Yeah. She said, this puts me in a bind. What are your names, by the way?
Well, I'm Archon Grimblefuzz.
My name is Dryzen.
Dolly.
Mythilus Ultravulja.
Talk. You may have heard of the Menagerie. That's us.
She blinks for a minute and says, ah, the ones that threw the party. Are you open for
Yes.
business yet?
Yes, and we like to
Yes.
party.
Yes.
Do you like to resolve situations? That's what I've heard from several associates.
Time
Find
to
ourselves
time, we've
being
been
rather
known to solve
adept
a
at it.
mystery.
I'll take that as a yes. This puts the Hand of God in a little bit of a bind. If you can use this device to find the rogue Nimblewright and destroy it, then I will be happy to have the House of Inspired Hands pay you 500 gold pieces.
Ooh.
You must return with proof of its destruction. And if you do this for me and to do it quietly, I will
What's the
include
bounty
several.
if we bring it back alive?
How do I put this? It should not be alive in the first place, and as long as it is, the House of Gond is responsible for it. We do
Gotcha.
not wish it to be brought back alive.
Okay.
Right. Understood.
And if you do this for me quietly, I will give you a pair of adjustable stilts, a backpack parachute, a barking box, and a matchless pipe.
Okay. How about on top of that, you throw, I don't know, you get to help us with our business by bringing our automatons over, have like a big day at Troll Skull Manor where everybody can kind of like see the automatons that they love seeing in parade. One business help out another.
She
I
blinks
can
for
get
a
you
moment.
10% off.
She considers it and says, I do not have the authority to approve that, but I will take it up the ladder, so to speak.
Okay, that works. If this works out, 10% off. I'm telling you, we got this.
I have to
So-
raise the prices, you keep giving discounts to everybody.
She says, is there... apparently, I noticed it in Nim's items. Apparently, he built it to find the errant Nimblewright. And she asks him something and he signs. He tried to seek it out only to discover that Nim couldn't leave the temple grounds, which is the case.
Wait,
So-
why can't Nim leave the temple grounds?
Because he was gifted to us, he is bound to the temple grounds. He ceases to work, if not near the source of his binding.
Okay.
I assume this means the other has no such binding.
That is correct, which is another reason why it needs to be destroyed.
Out of character,
you-
what was the pipe prize? The last item. If we do it quietly, there was a something pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Unmatched
matchless pipe. Matchless pipe.
Matchless pipe. Okay, thanks.
Nim, would you mind showing me how this device functions?
He signed he signed something. He comes over, he takes it, and you can see that there's a trigger that he's pulling, and as he does, the umbrella begins to spin, whir, and click. And as he moves it closer to his body, it spins, whirs, and clicks faster, and as he holds it farther away, it goes slower.
Tracking device.
And he signs to Valletta, and Valletta says, this will work within 500 feet of a Nimblewright.
Okay.
we have any idea why the Nimblewright may have attacked? Who they did?
He says, Nim through Valletta says, I have no idea why he even left.
Any places a Nimblewright would favor to hide or stay, or any clue about where to begin a search?
Well, this
We could
one was up
start-
high. I suppose if we got some eyes on the rooftops, that might help.
We could probably go back to where it was last seen, maybe.
We do have the appointment at the mortuary to get our questions answered, unless we don't want to be present for that. Plus, it's getting on being dark. Even if I were to fly over the rooftops, there's no guarantee I would see much.
Hmm. Shame we can't take him with us.
Can we?
No,
No,
he
you
said
can't
that
leave
this
the
one,
grounds.
yeah, this one goes offline if it leaves the temple grounds.
What if we take a piece of the ground with us?
Was this Nimblewright bound to the temple, or was it bound to one of your priests, one of your leaders, an elder, something?
The grounds of the temple. I see where you're going. You can't take the ground with you.
Just duct tape some concrete onto him.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So where are we gonna start looking for this thing?
By now, you've got probably about an hour and a half before you need to go be present for the questioning.
Probably just enough time to get up back to the questioning thing.
Yeah, we should probably head that way first, I would think.
Anyone else have anything else they want to do here? Okay, then I'm going to assume that you head towards the place that I had described earlier.
I'm also just gonna be holding the NIM stick and just holding the trigger the entire time we're in the carriage on the way there.
Okay, I'm thinking about where you're going. Okay, yeah, great. You arrive just past dusk.
We're taking a carriage, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to also send Tika out as we take the ride to try to just keep an eye on all of the rooftops as we travel,
Okay.
in as much of a radius as I can away.
Okay.
And I will send my owl out as well.
Okay. Both Meathless and Leo seem to slump over like they're asleep. During the carriage ride, you eventually end up where you were told to go. It is a smallish building. It actually, with the 10 of you, or the 9 of you, sorry, with the 6 of you that are currently here. By the way, Quark, you notice partway through the carriage ride that the blue spark rises up underneath the carriage under your feet and just kind of stays there.
I do believe you're still next.
You nervous owl noises.
Nervous owl noises, yes.
I am going to my section. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Pokes at it with his talons.
So
tries to
you guys ride in the carriage over to the North Ward. And again, it's a smaller cellar morgue, small building that you're led into. And then you go down some steps into a cellar morgue. And there is a glass observation room where you can see what's going on inside the morgue from the other side, and you're all asked to stay inside there. There are 2 clerics that come in, and they speak to the official. The official comes in to get the 50 gold and the list of questions. Who's giving the gold?
I think we already all
Yeah, we
took
had
it from
already.
you. We already
pulled it.
donated it.
All right.
We've pulled it, so yeah,
Great.
here's 50 gold.
Perfect.
Yes. And we
Okay.
had sent the list ahead.
Okay, great. That's right.
Can I
You
make
did
an
send the list.
insight check as to which one, if I were to approach one of the clerics, might be like a little bit less scrupulous? Like if one has like rosy cheeks or a nose, it might be like a bit of a drinker or something. I like to just-
Are you looking for Friar Tuck?
Yeah, I'm looking for something to give me an indication that one may be a little bit less moral than the other.
Sure. Give me an insight check. They both seem to be pretty on the up and up. I mean, you don't notice anything like that. If anything, they both look a little tired. But this is also would be difficult because you're observing them through glass. They're not like you're not interacting with them to get some of the social cues that might tell you that type of stuff. You're mostly just seeing their backs, and occasionally you do see their faces as they're talking to each other or to the representative of the morgue. But there's not a lot of indicators there, if that's what you're looking for.
Because of the size of the building, it's kind of, and we're in a basement, right? So it's safe to presume that there's like one entrance exit.
There's one entrance exit from here up, yes. But you guys are in like one room. There's another room directly next to it with the glass wall, and you can hear, by the way, through there are holes near the top of the ceiling that you can hear what's coming through on the other side. And then there is a door to both of these areas that leads out to another main area, and that's where the stairs go back up. And the morgue representative leaves the area where the 2 bodies are on a slab, and he douses the lanterns that are burning, and as he does so, the clerics begin to light candles and place them about the body. The representative comes into the room with you and says, again, I reiterate that you are not allowed to speak directly with clerics while they are performing their spells. If you have follow-up questions, these bodies will be here for a few more days. You can schedule another questioning session if more questions come up.
Understood, my good sir.
and he actually brings in chairs for all of you, and then he sits himself by the door that leads outwards. And the first question, I'm going to have it this way. Who wants to read me the questions to be asked?
Somebody have the notes up.
I've got them.
So let's start with the Zentrum, one of the two Zentrum people.
Also, it should be noted that we're only questioning one Zentrum and the gnome.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. So ask your first question.
What is your name?
Me name Ashek Ortalis. Him down Malgrave. Us work for Roxin and live at Garland Villa.
So you notice as one is performing this spell, the other is writing. Were you guys able to hear that, by the way?
Yes.
Not well
No.
enough to really make
No.
much out. I just got Ashtackle Tallest at the beginning, and then it was too distorted.
That whole thing, his name?
I think it was also a title and like where he lived, but I couldn't make out.
Oh.
It was like Hollow something, but
as you guys seem to be looking at each other, trying to make out what the words are, the representative for the morgue nods and says, "Don't worry, most people are not accustomed to hearing the words of the dead." He points to the second cleric. He's writing down the answers so that you have clear answers to your questions when you're done. Second
Right.
question.
Oh. I
was
don't
it
know,
under Manchun's orders that you chased the gnome?
Stand by one.
I mean, like, my dad's dead and he works at a bar right now and I can hear him just fine. I don't know why these people, man.
That's not normal, JR.
Oh my god.
Dork.
Excuses.
Stop telling everybody I'm dead.
Look how JR's just
Um,
excuses are nails in a house of failure.
Okay.
Dark hair stole artifact called Stone of Galore from lair beholder known Xanathar in dungeon deep below city.
There was a dungeon deep below something.
Possibly a beholder.
That's all right. I'll read the answers to you once we're done with the interrogation here. What was the next question?
What did you want from the gnome?
Fireball.
No, never mind. I hit the wrong one.
It's a fireball
Donegal
whiskey.
has artifact. Fluxion say, make us rich, rich, rich as kings.
He has an artifact that's going to make them as rich as kings.
What was your next question?
Is Troll a target to enter him?
There is no answer.
Okay, and I guess the fifth. Does the gnome have connections to the Xanathar Guild?
Dark hair stole artifact called Stone of Galore from lair beholder known Xanathar in dungeon deep below city.
That is the response you heard to that question.
All right.
So after that, the representative gets up from his chair. He goes out. The ritual seems to be completed for the first one, and he gets the paper from the cleric and brings it in. So when you asked what was the first question? Their names?
Yeah.
Bashek. Here, hold on. Let me just do this. This is basically the summary of what you got out of that. Why are you not letting me paste? Paste. There we go.
Okay.
So that's basically the answers you got to those questions. A couple of them were the same ones twice. And then the one there was no answer to. Probably there's a notation next to it, probably that this person didn't know the answer to the question. Okay.
Crystal Floxen, does that make any... Do we know that name at all?
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
I mean, Control F in your notes, but that's the best you're going to get.
I don't think I've heard it at all.
So they begin the second the second ceremony, and this time it's the one that had been taking notes, is doing the casting, and the other one is recording answers. What was the first question for the gnome?
Why were you coming to Troll Skull Manor?
The sound that you hear is similar to the last sound, so you're unsure whether the spell itself makes them sound this way, or if that's how all dead
dead
animated in
sound.
this fashion sound like. So it's a little hard to tell, but I can't believe it's not here. Hold on. This is frustrating. Oh, I see. I got it. This is the answer that you hear.
Delicate food. A route group adventurers rescued Lord Never Amber's son from Shantaram and thought Stone of Galore be safe in their hands for time on way to deliver it to them, planning to come back, reclaim it after eluded pursuers. Fireball. Fireball. Fireball.
Second question.
Why were you being hunted by the Zentrum?
Dalkar stole artifacts called Stone of Galore from lair of beholder known Xanathar in dungeon deep below city.
What was the next question?
Were you carrying anything important for the menagerie?
Stone of Galore. Keep finding a horde of dragons hidden city.
Next question.
Do you work for Xanathar or the Xanathar Guild?
Dalkar worked for Open Lord Waterdeep.
And then the last, what is your name and title?
Mm,
Star Car worked for open Lord Water Deep.
basically repeats what he just said. And was that all 5?
Yep, that was.
And so when the ceremony's complete, the representative again goes outside, starts relighting the lanterns, and he brings you the next one, which are the answers to your questions there, transcribed.
Huh. So we need to find. We may want to ask him what the Stone of Galore was.
That was answered.
The key to finding the horde of dragons hidden in the city. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
And so there are some things that are kind of inferred from the way you asked the questions and what was actually answered. For example, why were the Zents after him? Because he stole that from the Xanathar Guild. And they found out. That type of thing. But just FYI, I would definitely make note of all of these.
Well, I don't
The-
believe.
The clerics seem to be packing their stuff up for the most part and wrapping
I'm
their stuff.
going to. I'm going to try heading over to the stairs so that I can just catch them on the way out. Possible.
Souls to the Sun with a raid of 2 people. Welcome in, friends. Hello and welcome. Unfortunately, as a TTRPG night, we don't have our raid video. I apologize for that. But we do very much appreciate the raid. Let me get you a shout out. How was your stream, Souls to the Sun? And how did the Overwatch go? So you head over to... Go ahead.
Yep. So I'm going to head over to the stairwell to a position where I'm not like necessarily heating them off, but just in a way that I can seem like I'm leaving at the same time as they go to walk out.
Okay.
Just kind of hang around
All right.
and as I'm presuming I catch them walking out, I'm going to try to start walking alongside them and begin making small talk with them. So how do you guys get into this kind of line of work?
They look at each other and say, we've both been with the church for about 15 years now.
So you do this as a favor to the church?
This is one of the ways that the church both gives back to the community and is able to keep costs under control.
Does the church teach you how to do that?
They both kind of stop when they get to the top of the stairs and they look at you. Make me a give me a second. I want to look at a character sheet for a second. Yep, sure. Any character sheet will do. One of them kind of looks like they're confused. The other one hands his satchel to the other and says, Gerald, meet me outside. I'll be out in a moment. And he nods and takes the scripts and goes. He says, it's a spell that some people can learn. I assume you're on the market for such a thing.
I am. I have a general pursuit of knowledge and understanding, and we've unfortunately been put into a situation where we've lost ones that were close and near to us, and it may have been prudent for us to have been able to.
He says 350.
Did you look at my character sheet?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Because I lift my purse and I fold it open to him and I show him that I have 22 platinum and 94 gold. I say, this is what I got.
My brain's not working.
We already got
that
talking to the dead at home, man.
That would be 314.
He reaches under his, or like around the side of his robes, and you see that he's got a spell book on a kind of harness so that he can swing it behind him, and it seems to fold up, but when he wants it, it comes out, and he opens the spell book and beckons you to a small table over in the corner and offers for you to copy it.
I do so.
Okay. And that normally takes you an hour? Is that right?
I don't know if it's a full hour or a half hour. I actually have to grab a book for that one.
I'll look real quick.
I might be able to look it up. Copy spell. Does that work?
It's an amount of time.
2
per level.
hours. 2 hours and 50 gold for each level of the spell. He actually, let's do it this way. Let's say that he provides you with an address and a time. He asks you when will work for you. When do you want to do this?
I'll say later this eve I'll come by.
Very good. And he writes a name on it as well. And it's Jarak. And he says, bring your money and you'll have all the time you need.
See you later this eve. And I walk back down the stairs to the party.
Okay. And yeah, you guys are all kind of the representative smiles at you all and says thank you for not disturbing their work. Is there anything else further I can help you with? If not, I'm going to close up for the night.
Thank you for your services. It was well appreciated.
Indeed.
Informative.
He leads you all up the stairs as Leo is coming down the stairs.
And just skip around mid-step on the stairs and just turn and start walking back up again.
Okay.
Give him a sideways inquisitive look.
And
I'll give it like a little eyebrow raise and then like the worst wink you ever seen.
And I'll actually laugh.
and he ushers you guys out the door and locks everything behind you with him on the inside. And
Well, that was informative.
Probably should have
Quite.
paid like the extra gold for like to give the dead bodies like a, I don't know, like a Hall's candy or something to help clear their throat or something. Like that was hard to hear.
I'm gonna give the Nim stick a whirl quick again.
nada. It does not click or whir.
Just the nim stick. Of course, it could be a nim rod.
Ba-dum-bum.
Somebody get him out of here.
Nope. I love it. Actions.
Time of day.
It's like approaching about 7 p.m. ish, 7:30 p.m.
I'm gonna start reviewing the information that we got.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be looking at the notes, the transcriptions, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yep.
Do we want to head back to Troll Skull?
Troll skull.
Because yeah, it's gonna be hard to get a hold of any further information for the day at this point.
I'm gonna stop to make on the way. I'll catch you guys tonight.
And
Do we
Leo-
know if the oh no, I'm forgetting what it's called. The
Leonardo, you gonna
yawning,
need it? Sorry.
if the yawning portal
Mhm. What about it?
is still open?
Oh yeah, that thing's open 24/7.
24/7. It's open in its own dimensions.
I'm gonna say that we might. We might want to swing by the yawning portal yet.
I'm always happy to swing by the yawning portal.
Our informant with the wow, I'm forgetting all my information.
Three fingers.
With the our Harper's contact might have some information on this, and in fact, our proprietor friend might know some information as well.
Joker Effect 187 with the
Vernon tends
raid
to have
with
his finger on the
4
pulse.
viewers. Hello, friends.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
Hello there.
Thank you so much
Leo,
for the
you gonna need
raid.
any Leonardo? Will you need any help or
Unfortunately, we're
You're gonna be
doing a
fine.
tabletop role playing
No, it
game.
should be all right. I appreciate the
So
concern,
I
though.
don't have a raid video that I
Certainly.
can play this evening, but we do appreciate your raid very much. You could have gone anywhere on the internet and you came here. I
do
appreciate
we
you
want to
very
go
much.
back to Troll Skull first or just straight to the yawning portal?
Straight to the yawning portal.
Dinner it is. Drinks and a show and possibly some info.
Joker, how was your stream? How was Mortuary Assistant? That's
Sounds like a
actually.
solid night.
You're talking to us. You're on mute. It's
I'm not talking to you.
you're
He's not talking to us.
Okay.
Uh,
never mind.
We're just filling the void now.
That's actually
It's not the
amazing
void.
because the group just got back from a
We're going to
mortuary,
look
so
at the
that's pretty
void.
hilarious.
We'll wave down a carriage and
Well,
Yes.
what if it looks back?
You wave down the carriage and they stop and
To
Pick
the
you
yawning
up.
portal, good sir.
I missed it. Leo, are you going with them to the yawning portal?
No, I'm splitting
Okay.
the party.
Got it. Perfect.
he's going to get stabbed to death in the back alley
Yeah.
over some rogue. Well, I can't even say my words anymore.
Again, while in the carriage, just holding the trigger on the nim stick.
Yeah. It's you're in the north ward. The yawning portal's in the western north ward, so it does not take you a terrible amount of time to get there. Leo, you arrive at what appears to be a bar, and you notice that upon looking at the instructions again, it says ask for Jarl. Or what did I say? His name was Jarl was the other one.
Eric,
Jarrett. Yeah. Ask for Jarek.
go up to the bartender. Is Jarek about?
She nods as she's cleaning a glass. She says, follow me, and leads you to a back room and opens the door. And there you see him sitting in the back room with some food and ale.
As I walk in, I'm going to turn around, and I've got 4 silver left to my name. I'm going to buy us each a drink and go in. I don't know how much that's going to actually cost me, but
It'll cost you like a silver.
Okay.
If you're tipping her generously.
yeah, I'll tip the well
Okay.
for the use of the back room.
He
Sit
says,
down across from.
good. We can finish this up sooner than I was hoping. And he, again, kind of like reaches behind him. It swings forward. He extends it. And then you see him touch his belt. And it stays extended. So it's on the table so that you can easily reach it.
Oh, very cool. Have you seen mine? And I'm going to act like just, do like the slide from inside of the vest out with like a very similar approach.
Good things to have. One can
Yeah.
never be too safe.
Very useful. We'll get on this one. Thank you again for the opportunity here. As we go through, are there any other spells that you find that may be of interest to a wizard, either same or different fields, that we might do this again sometime when I come across a little more coin? I know that you've got to figure this out a little bit. I'm
Yeah,
guessing. Yeah.
you'd have to tell me what spells you're looking for, and I can tell you yay or nay as to whether he has them.
Okay.
Would be the easier the easier
will.
side rather than looking through all cleric spells and trying to figure out what this one has.
Yeah, sure.
Please and thank you. But I'm not opposed to doing that offline. So yes, you guys roll up to the yawning portal. It looks especially busy tonight. Let me actually
Think at least one of us isn't excited about the drinking.
find the yawning portal since Archon's never seen it.
Archon, my boy, you haven't stopped drinking, have you?
Boy, just because I'm a stunty doesn't mean I'm an alcoholic. But this keg on my back is full of some of my favorite mead.
Well,
Wow.
Durnan may have something to offer as well that might not taste like dwarven butt meat.
Oh no, this stuff, boy. It's made from honey.
That sounds fantastic. Let's.
Why? Sorry, I'm having too
I
many
don't
map.
have to drink ale just because I'm a dwarf, Mark.
I'm having too many map issues. Hold on one second. Like the issue is I have too many maps. I can't find the one I'm looking for. Hold on.
Death by world building.
That's pretty much. It shouldn't be this high in the stack, but I'm guessing it's going to be. Because I don't see it. Why can't there just be a search function? You know what I'm saying? Yawn.
Would make it too easy.
I know, right?
Must suffer for your art. Suffer.
Oakhurst. That's good. That's the beginning of the adventure. There's the fortress. Troll Scale Alley. Yep. Everything but what I'm wanting to see. I'm going to be very upset if I somehow deleted the yawning portal.
You arrive at what used to be the yawning portal to find a smoking hole.
No. We still have things to do with the yawning portal. That would be bad.
That's quite a crater.
You have no idea.
Well, this will help put the Troll Skull Manor on the map.
Wow. He thought you were his friend.
We are. He can come work with
Yeah,
us.
I can see how much of a friend you are.
You know, when they say that you torpedo the competition, that's not what they're talking about.
Guess it's too late for that.
Wait a minute. What is going on here? Hold on.
How and when do you gain extra cantrips as a spellcaster? This is actually my first time playing Wizard, so I still forget about these types of things.
I don't know that you do. There's a set number of them, and I think you're already there.
I am there. I just didn't know if like I got one at like level, 5, 8, whatever.
No, I think you're already at max for cantrips. I could be wrong, but I think you are.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I know I have an extra one through one of my
Right.
level ups or skills or whatever.
All right. Alternative page bar menu. Apply and close. Now, do you have a search bar? No. Aha! Success. But now I also need to see who's here and who's not from the party. You know, I'm just going to copy you all and redeposit you. That way I don't have to worry about who's there, who's not there, all that good stuff. Okay, great. So I have found this. Where are you guys? You guys are currently in Troll Skull Manor. So here's what I would say. Arkham, Troll Skull Manor is cool. It's like kind of newish. It looks nice. This on the outside looks almost kind of like a dwarven stronghold. Like the outside of a dwarven stronghold. Except going up instead of down. And this is a 3-story building. And when you enter it momentarily, what you see is that there is practically every type of creature you've ever seen in your life and multiples that you've never seen in your life. And I'm going to try and move you guys there now. So give me 1 second. Hopefully this works.
Oh, look at the kegs.
Yes. Come on, big money. No whammies. No whammies. Hopefully the map changed for you.
It has.
Hi, arigato gozaimasu.
And you will have to zoom out more than likely. But you should be able to see that it is 100% full.
Is there actually a beholder
Yes,
sitting in the corner?
that is 100% true.
Cool.
And what's more is you notice there's a giant pit in the middle of the main room. And just as you see, there is a giant creature on the second story working a rope pulley system to raise and lower people from the darkness below. And you see that there are tons of patrons all seeming to coexist. And Dernan, the proprietor behind the bar, nods at all of you as you come in. Says, the menagerie. Should I be fearful that I'm going to have my bar attacked? Or is this a pleasurable visit?
When was the last time we actually attacked the bar?
I mean, I was attacked by the troll the last time you were here.
I don't recall that you ever even got to get out from behind the bar before that troll was taken care of.
You misremember, sir. I had to get the sword down from behind the bar.
Well, may have had a couple of glasses of wine that evening, but whatever.
It's best not to get lost in the details.
Dwarf, are you a new member of the party? Or visiting, or...
Recent, amicable, and yet unexpected arrival. But yes, I'm traveling with them.
By the
You can call me Fuzz.
Fuzz, eh? That's a good name. I'm Dernan. Glad to meet you.
Likewise.
Any friend of the menagerie is a friend of mine. You have the air about you of a paladin. Sorry to hear about your last one. So does the rest of you.
Well, you could call it that.
Dernan,
Paladin, I mean.
Dernan
Mostly
grins.
just the armor.
Gotta do the time if you're gonna pay for the crime. He starts to pour you something. But then he stops, eyeing the keg on the back of your back. And he reaches for a bottle that has been chilled and slides it down the bar to you.
Oh, private stock.
Indeed. Came through with a carnival a while back.
I will take out a gold piece and put it on the counter.
He grins. Menagerie's money is no good here. But I thank you. If you want to tip one of the ladies, that's up to you.
Okay. I see how it works here. Aye. Thank you, lad. I appreciate your hospitality.
Do you take a drink?
Yeah.
It is the sweetest honey mead you've ever had.
I take a look at the bottle. Stand by just a second. I think I have what I need here. Damn it. For some reason, I thought I had... Would Divine Sense show me if this is something that is more than it's not mundane? It's a supernatural drink or bottle.
I'm going to say yes.
Do I notice anything about it? I mean, does it smell good? Does it? Is it beyond what I would expect a drink to taste like?
1,000%.
Bottle's made of glass, correct?
It is made of a bluish brown glass.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to what abilities are called in this setting. So.
No problem.
Does it make me feel any different?
It does. You
Aside from tipsy?
not yet tipsy,
Okay.
but it makes you immediately feel like you are on the top of a grassy hill with the wind gently blowing past you just before a thunderstorm.
So it's kind of the am I like does the air feel heavy?
No, it has the threatening of, but is not yet.
Calm before the storm.
But it's a gentle breeze on
Okay.
top of this hilltop in your mind's eye.
Well, do your drinks always stir such imaginings? I felt like I was somewhere else for a moment.
Got that, let's just say, in a trade with the Fae.
Je ne sais quoi. Trade with the Fae. Should I worry about waking up in an odd pig trough outside somewhere?
Not that I've been able to discern.
Well, again, I thank you.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Fuzz.
And did everybody else? Is everybody else nearby? Is everybody just here?
Everybody's currently nearby, yes.
Okay. One of you want to give this a try? It's the damnedest thing. I've never tasted anything like it.
I would love to.
I'll pass the bottle. Was this like a 12-ounce curl bottle, or was this like a wine bottle?
This is like a wine bottle.
Okay, yeah. So I'll pass it to anybody who wants it. So I'll pass it off to Sean.
Methalus, when you drink it, you have the sensation that you are in the forest near your home just after a gentle rain. You can smell the damp leaves.
Well, that does bring me back. My, that is good stuff, Durnan. Thank you for sharing, Arkin.
Oh, feel free to pass it on to anybody else.
Might I give it a try?
Certainly.
I'll take a drink.
It's a sweet drink. You feel, I don't know how to explain this exactly, but you feel swirls of colors around you. Kind of like if you were looking at the sun with your eyes closed and things were moving in between you and the sun, like a tree branch or something along those lines.
Oh, like kind of interrupting the sun shafts.
Mm-hmm.
How intriguing.
Above table, and really kind of a question for everybody's imaginings here. Is this taking us, are we getting like feelings of deja vu, like, holy crap, I've been there before? Or is it like, is it a feeling of maybe this is something that we should anticipate in the future? Or does it just feel like, oh, that's where the booze took me?
It's like the easiest way to answer that would be it's like it's a faint echo and you're unsure if it's yours or coming from the booze, but it doesn't feel like it's a premonition or anything like that. It's not malicious in any way.
It's not, so it's not foreign, but it's not altogether unfamiliar.
I mean, I would almost compare it to absinthe in the fact that it's something beyond just having a drink.
That's a dangerous comparison.
Well, right. Yeah. But I mean, that's where I would go with it is it's not just a drink. There's some other sensory stuff happening, but you don't know if it's something that happened to you or if it's something that is being conjured by the effects of the booze. Of the meat.
mescaline.
It's the only way to fly. I wonder what else they keep in the kegs around here. All right, am what I seeing on your image, is that accurate? Like I can see names printed across the kegs and stuff?
Yes, that is accurate.
Is there anything as a dwarf that like jumps out at me? Not just, hey, it's ale, but like something that I might have gone, oh, I know that guy.
From here where you would probably be more surprised that you don't know any of these names because they've not. Well, I mean, you're not that surprised, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so it's a lot of either well-known, popular, or even like legendary or mythic.
Like above table for just 1 second. If you remember the history that we discussed, the names wouldn't. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we head on over to Three Finger and see what enlightenment he could possibly give on this information we have?
Yes. And as you start to make your way over to the stage on the right side, that is where we're going to take our 20-minute break. So we will be back
dare you.
in just a few minutes.
Break.
I am not going to play the 20-minute break video. I'm just going to leave it as it is for right now because I don't want it to crash the computer because it's ungodly large and takes up all the RAM.
Enjoy the echoing silence.
Did only the first one come through with the 2DM? Yeah, I think the other ones are public, which I can't actually delete.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm guessing not. Well, let me double check this one. Hold on 1 second. Oh, definitely not the first one.
Yeah, it's
I'm
more
sorry.
along
I'm
the
sorry.
lines of
Definitely not the second one. Sorry.
Alter Arrow's Fortune, you mean?
No, Bestow Curse.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at as you were right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I figured that the animate spells wouldn't be there or whatever, right? But I was looking at any spells that are mutually, or maybe they are, right? And that's a trick.
Okay, so
But-
here's the kicker.
Yeah.
You have access to as you were already. No one else in this world does. That's in the purple book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just I was inside of the spell search thing, and I just put it on like. I wish that you could do like, like a Java argument for like and, right? I was
Right.
looking for anything that was like an and for cleric and wizard
Right.
as a spell, right? And so like if this cleric maintains any types of spells that both a cleric and a wizard could cast besides Speak with Dead that I'm currently on. Like these are just the sample ones.
So, just as an FYI, no cleric is going to have necromancy spells
Yeah, fair enough. Except Speak with Dead.
except Speak with Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then it's mainly like Alone, Alter Arrow's Fortune, Ashen Memories was a pretty cool one that I had never seen before. And maybe some of these may be in the tome, but
So,
I
any of
was
the
just going
ones
through
that
them all.
have the red band at the top, those are the ones in the Ashen Memories, as an example, is a if you open Ashen Memories, you'll see how it's in a red band with the yellow text. Those are the ones that are in the purple tome.
Which I think that all of the ones that are. Oh wait, the red band with the yellow text is.
Yeah, so it'll say the first name at the top, and if you scroll down to the attributes,
Oh,
it's
okay.
in a red.
I think it's going to
red.
be anything that's like got the DM's signature next to it. Then I would guess.
Yes, because that's dark magic.
Okay.
That's
So
what that
anything
DM
that's
stands
got DM on it,
Yep.
theoretically, I've got access to already.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll just need to copy it out of that book and into yours.
Yeah. Which I'll need money again for.
Correct.
All right. Break.
Correct.
Wait,
All right,
what time
we'll
are
be
we
back.
coming back? Okay.